Alright, Kosani here, and as is typical Kosani fashion, we're going to start playing another game while we have two other games going, because I have gamer ADHD. This is Legend of Grimrock. This is a indie developed, kind of like a new take on the classic first-person party RPG dungeon crawlers that were prominent in the 90s. That I used to love so much. So yeah, I don't actually, unlike the other games on my channel, don't know jack shit about this, other than the fact that it's like that, because I watched a couple videos, and then I played for like 20 minutes just to familiarize myself with the controls and how it goes, and yeah, it's mostly the same. It's mostly what I'm used to. So we're gonna go ahead and start a new game here. I'm gonna use the default characters just because I did get in here and play around with the custom characters, and I don't know, the bugs are ugly, the lizard men are ugly. I might take a minotaur, and that's the default party. So, and it's cool. I ain't gonna worry about it. Anyway, here's the intro. Starting off with a Led Zeppelin up here. Mount Grimrock. A towering spire looms above the clouds, a weathered rock that has stood tall for ages, longer than the histories of men have been written. It is a desolate place now, only remembered when things need to be discarded and forgotten. An airship struggles to gain altitude as it floats towards the peak. Four prisoners bound by heavy chains emerge from the ship. The court accuses them of terrible treasonous deeds, but by the grace of the king their crimes shall be forgiven atop Mount Grimrock. Said they were accused, but they weren't necessarily convicted. Apparently all you need to do is be accused and you're guilty. Their final trial is at hand. Numerous prisoners have received their pardons here, yet none have returned to live their life in freedom. They are at the very top of the world, and below them only darkness and justice awaits. Wilhelm scream! As they are plunged down the open maw at the peak, their crimes are absolved. Everyone before them has perished in the guts of the mountain. But will you be able to lead them through the dark and to the freedom that awaits at the base of Mount Grimrock? Cue title screen. So yeah, basically no story. We're just some naked prisoners accused of a crime, and we almost literally are naked, as the stories show. We have no clothes, nothing. One thing, part of the reason why I wanted to use the default characters is because this guy's name is Kontar Stone Skull. Like, Stone Skull, does that mean he's just like a rockhead? He's just dumb as shit. He's dumber than the Minotaur. And then we have Yennefer of Vengerberg too. So, I mean, this is a Minotaur, like, this is an A-team right here. And a guy that doesn't have, like, is Thanksara your first name or your last name? Or is it, like, his online name? Anyway, here we go. So, yeah, it used to be that all of your characters could cast magic, even if they were good at it, whether they were good at it or not. And then you could... Oh, I did not notice that while I was playing before. Okay. That is a strangely ornate statue. Yeah, so I'm already discovering new things about this game. So this game is, these kind of games are equally combat as well as puzzles. And it's not like, it just seems like, especially the JRPGs, the puzzles in JRPGs are just stupid. They're like, even my little toddler could figure them out. like move this block over here on this switch, it'll open the door, and then you go in the door, and then you gotta come back up and let the block up so the switch comes back up so you can get access to a different area. It's just not really a puzzle. But these kind of games I've played, they are very puzzle heavy. And then the combat is kind of turn-based and kind of action-based. You can maneuver around while fighting enemies, and some people call it cheesing, but I mean, I get RPGs is like turn-based. You know, there's two sides standing at each other, staring at each other, just taking turns whacking at each other. But that's not how real combat goes. So I kind of like this hybrid system. Choose your fate: perish in the cell or pick up the torch. I have no idea if I'm recording, by the way. I'm using a new recording program. This Fraps it records in, like, it captures perfectly every last minor detail. And that's really not necessary. And when I record an hour-long video of Xenonauts or Planet Coaster, it's like 300 gigabytes. So I can really only do, like, and my entire system has 1 terabyte. So I can really only record like 2 videos at a time. And then I gotta reformat them and wait for that. And then I gotta upload them. Alright, so let's put the stone skull. So yeah, I'm using a different recording thing right now. Alright, we got some clothes. Of course, we got all the stats for that. Do we get to distribute our skill points? Nope. Okay, it did it for us. Put that right there. Put our weapon in the hands of our strong. So this guy's like our. There's only 3 classes. There's fighter. We have 2 fighters. There's rogue, aka thief, and then there's mage. When I played this game for the 20 or 30 minutes earlier, I did die. You can laugh at me if you want, but it's what happened, so it's what happened. Key. We need that. I wonder if I'm missing any. On that pressure plate. There's where our key goes. I like to have stuff, and this game is just like the old games I used to play too. There was one point where I was dying. Well, when I played this, I was trapped in a corner, and like in a corner I couldn't get out, and none of my people could fight, so I just opened up my menu and I was just throwing things, just throwing everything I could, just everything in my menu. It was kind of funny. I was entertained. Oh, and then what's different is this is experience based, whereas the games that I'm used to was if you fought, then you gained a warrior level. If you did a healing spell, then you gained a priest level. And you had individual levels. I need another key. These hieroglyphics have held up well throughout the ages. Loose rock.
Are you talking about me?
We need these torches. I mean, you don't need the torches to see, but it makes it a lot easier to see. And they do burn out. And we can use them as a weapon, actually, right? Yeah. Attack power 4. I'm always looking for, we always got to keep an eye out for secrets, secret rocks, secret passages. There's our first enemy, a giant snail. Let's go ahead and fight it. I didn't throw that properly. I threw it like a inventory item. I figured out that. So you have to enter spells while you're fighting in real time here. You have to like put in these symbols, like combination of these symbols. This is very similar to what I'm used to as well. In the midst of battle, so you got to be a little quick about it. Oh, and our people have food bars, so we'll have to carry a little bit of food with us from time to time. Leather pants. We need... Okay, so the knife is slightly better than the torch. Just checking out the walls, seeing if anything looks funny. What did I want to... Oh yeah, he has pants. The races have their own little unique attributes, like some of them get bonuses to certain stats. The Minotaur gets a bonus to strength and vitality, damage and health basically, and a nerf to dexterity and willpower. Willpower we don't really care about, but I will buff up his dexterity because that's accuracy. Then humans are like a balance of everything. I don't think these things do anything. Ooh, 11. Got him. Everybody gets a piece of meat. Oh, and one thing, oh yeah, it automatically picks up the items and puts them back where they came from, which is like super handy. I hear something slurking about. Still learning the controls here, guys. Don't mind me. What's this? Bread. Nice. We'll totally eat that bread that we have no idea what's in it or how long it's been here. Pull that chain. Maybe not while standing on the grate. Oh yeah, and also did opt to get the map. Now you did have the option to, you may have seen when I started the new game, you have an option to not get the map. And that was the case in the old school games. Like you didn't get a map. You were either on your own up to your own memory, or you could draw your own map, which I would like to do, but for the cases of this video, first of all, that would be entirely boring if I would stop every couple seconds and map something out. And then like, what's the difference between me mapping it out and letting the game do it? Like, there's no real, in my opinion, there's no like satisfaction to be added to that. Like, yeah, okay, I got my own map. This gives attack power +1, so you're gonna wear these panties. Yeah, like the satisfaction of drawing my own map, but it'd be a time saver just to let the game do it. And like I've said repeatedly, I am a father, and I work, of course. So yeah. All right. Anyway, we're making. Did I get a key? Did I ever find this key? We might end this this video right here, just because I don't know if I'm still recording. I don't know how long this program's going to record for. Okay, we need to go through here. So yeah, we're going to end, and then I'm going to hope everything recorded and we can pick right back up. Join us next time for some more Grimrock Ball Z.